You are not going to believe this. I have found out what makes Scottie Scheffler happy. What?
Yes, and we're going to be discussing, is Rory McIlroy grumpy? I don't think he is. I think people have just got a thing against Rory McIlroy. All that and more to come on Golf Is Ruining My Life today.
Yes, indeed. You got that little notification at the top of your phone going, the boys are back. The golfing legends return. It's a Thursday episode. It's Great Britain's second biggest golfing podcast, but number one in your hearts and souls. It's Golf Is Ruining My Life with me, Tom Green, and him, Tom Price.
Can I expose the truth as to what we're actually doing right now? We're batch cooking a load of episodes.
Don't say that. Don't reveal them, Tom.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
no,
God.
You can't. I don't mind.
Okay.
Just say it. No, do it.
Well, I just want them to know that we're up very early. It's currently just gone 7 o'clock on a random morning, and Tom and I are... We're only doing a couple of episodes just to get ahead because, believe it or not, we actually do need to take time off. You know, we do have lives, actually.
Yeah. Guys.
And what I particularly enjoyed was, before we started, Tom was like, we're about to do 2 episodes in one sitting. So I might make some notes as to what we're going to talk about. And I thought, we've literally never done that.
Never done that. Never done that. It's funny when I talk to people about this podcast, because whenever you're in a golf setting now, like loads of members at my place listen to the show. So
I've got to say hi to Finn. There's a kid called Finn came up to me the other day and said he loved the show. Hello, Finn. Thanks for it was nice to meet you.
Finn.
Thanks very much.
And when I talk to people about it, because people obviously you're playing golf and people are fascinated by the fact you do a golf podcast, and they're like, so how do you know what to talk about? I was like, well, we do. I don't really know. We just sort of turn up and do it every single week.
Terrifyingly low standards. That's all we do.
A guy called Podrick the other day said to me, he's like, it's very listenable. And I was like, well, thanks. We both do work in radio, so that we do hope the sounds are half decent. The content's awful.
Yeah, well, that's listenable reminds me of the compliment that I've always had as a stand-up comedian, which I don't do so much these days. But when I was gigging, people would always say, I watched your set, and I'd go, and look at them.
Oh, yes.
And they'd go, you were very confident.
That doesn't mean anything. That means nothing.
Sure. One of my dad's friends once came to see me do stand-up, and he said, you had excellent mic technique. And I thought you could have said I was funny. You could have tried.
Yeah. That's like people saying to me, when you're on the radio, you do the weather really well. So I don't care about that.
Listen, I'll take it.
Anyway, we are back with another episode. Obviously, Golf Bidders Email Corner returns in the second half of today's show, handing out another £50. Golf Bidder. And I don't want to... I'm going to say something, and I don't know whether I'm too early to say it, but I'm going to say it.
Okay. Happy Christmas?
No, but it's not a million miles off.
Okay.
It feels like we're edging...
don't. No, stop it.
I know. No.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Go on.
We're edging towards the end of the summer season, maybe just a little bit.
Okay. So the other morning I was playing at Cruise Hill, which I absolutely love. One of my favourite courses. It's where I've scored my best ever round of 2 over, and I love that course. And it was just after we'd come through the mad heat, and it was like it is now, actually. There was just a freshness in the air. And I thought, this feels a bit autumnal. And now autumn, I am 90% pumpkin spice latte, right? Cut me.
It's my favourite season. Guys, autumn is the best season. We all know this. It's Bon Iver season. They're my favourite band. It just works.
Bon Iver, your favourite band?
Bon Iver, my favourite band. I've seen them about 5 or 6 times.
They're magnificent.
Yes, Tom, yes. That's why.
Tom, you've just gone up in my estimations. You love Tim Key comedically and Bon Iver musically and me golfingly.
That's why we're friends, Tom.
Jeez Louise, man.
Yeah.
But autumn golf.
Can I tell you a very quick Bon Iver story, actually, that you might like?
Well, why not? We're padding, so...
I once went to go see Bon Iver in Blackpool at the Empress Ballroom, an amazing venue. Yeah. And I had a ticket literally back seat, back row. I went on my own. I bought the ticket from a man in McDonald's on the day from Twitter.
Life.
I befriended a steward there and got chatting with her. I said, I'm on my own. She was like, oh, okay. Just as Bon Iver started, she came and tapped me on the shoulder and went, we've got a seat for you. Walked me down to the middle of the front row.
Stop it.
Yeah. It's the best live music experience I've ever had. Is watching Bon Iver at the Empress Ballroom on the front row.
Do you know
Justin Vernon is is just such a hero of mine, and being there up close. But it'd be like being up close with Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say, because I thought I would bring it back to golf at some stage. I wonder how nice it would be, because I've never been Is it behind the ropes? Is that what you'd say? I've never been on that
Inside
side of
the ropes.
Inside the ropes. Thank you, mate. Thanks for coming. I've never been inside the ropes, and I'm eyeing up a tournament where I want to try and go inside the ropes. And that tournament may well be, an open qualifier where there are no ropes, but I'll still take it. Just get me. I want to get a lanyard. I want to be a lanny, right? Can we call ourselves lannies? And I want to just be able to. Just to feel a little bit special and just to feel that little bit closer. If you could be inside the ropes following any golfer around just a random Thursday at a random DP World Tour event or a random PGA event, who would you like to follow most of all? I know who mine is.
Oh, I'd like someone that would give me a little bit, I think. So I'm reluctant to say Rory because I know he would just be doing his own thing. So it would be a golfer that might give me a little bit. So maybe, do I dare say a Minwoo Lee? Because I think he'd be quite fun to talk with and is an amazing golfer. So maybe a Minwoo Lee.
Yeah,
maybe a
Tom Kim,
maybe a
good
John
snacks.
Rahm. Yes, exactly.
John Rahm's a good one. Mine is, and I don't know why my brain has just gone to him. I think because I love him, Victor Hovland, because he has got the most default smiling face of anyone I've ever seen in my life. His relaxed face looks smiley and friendly. I love Scandies. I love a Norwegian, and
he's gone big walk. Have you seen he's gone big walking this week in Switzerland? He's gone on a walking holiday. He's gone on a walking holiday. Yeah. He just posted lovely photos. I'd realised until yesterday I didn't follow him on Instagram, so I now follow him, and he's just in the hills with his top off with a weird golfer's tan.
Of course, he's got his top off. Of course, because he's quite hot. Victor Hotland. He's quite. I think I fancy him.
This podcast is already called Zesty enough on TikTok without you going. Victor Hovland's quite fit. He's a ping man.
That's why. That's why, because I love him because of the ping thing. But I think I like the way I like his short game. I really love the fact. What I've always loved about Victor Hovland is the fact that he was crap at chipping, relatively speaking, he went away and he just sort of he's got something of the Brysons about him in terms of his technical stuff. He goes, sometimes over the top, you could say. There was a story about the Open a couple of years ago, him choppering over to the Ping labs before the Open started, getting something fixed, going back to the Open. This is a couple of years back now. So he is a technical guy. And with chipping, he just went and got lessons on it and got the best in the world to teach him, and then became the next season, I think, either 1 or 2 in the world at the short game. Like and it's that level of application which us amateurs are never going to have because we have lives elsewhere. But it's so incredible the way people will do that. Will go and practice that one element of their game and get incredibly good at it. Whereas I will go and practice and get bored and play 9 holes and still be rubbish. Yeah,
of course. I totally forgot I had a Scottie Scheffler thing to talk about with you.
Oh yeah, God, is this nothing to do with Bon Iver?
Nothing to do with Bon Iver. No. I found the thing that gets Scottie animated.
Oh, right? Putting.
No. So I stumbled across a video last night of Scottie Scheffler shared on TikTok. I wish I'd saved it. You'll be able to find it somewhere. And it was him talking about something. And I swear on my life, he was more passionate and more animated about this thing than when he won the Open. I genuinely watched it on my bed last night and was like, where was this passion when you held the claret jug?
Okay, so it's either going to be food or something like ice hockey or American football.
You're very much. If you just keep going on this track, you will 100% because it's such an obvious thing when you think
barbecues.
About it. No, but again, it's bang on. It's bang on.
He likes his gun.
No, so you've gone the wrong way. See, think about Scottie as a golfer. Think about Scottie as a man.
His kids, his daughter.
No, it's spreading the good word of Jesus Christ.
Oh, of course.
So I saw a video. Yes, good Lord indeed, Tom. I saw a video shared by his local church on TikTok, and he was so passionate about talking about spreading the good word.
Okay. Well,
I was like, mate, where was he was fascinating. He was sitting there with, is it Meredith? Is it Meredith, his partner?
Yeah.
And when you remove them from the golfing context, right? It's really interesting watching this video last night. When you remove them from the golfing context, they just look like any other couple you would imagine would go to church.
Yeah.
They're both a little bit geeky. They're both there on the front row. And Scottie was saying, I'm not going to do the accent. He said, every year, this is mad, right? He said, every year on tour, him and Meredith pick a couple of couples that don't have, and I quote, the light of God in their life.
Oh,
and,
right.
And go and spend some time on purpose with them to sort of help them a little bit. And maybe
to try and sell...
The big man.
They're basically... That's quite sort of strong Jehovah's Witness vibes in terms of knocking on the old door and saying, hey there, can I tell you the good news?
It was, can I tell you the good news? And I thought, Scotty, the good news is, but you've just won the claret jug, mate. That's the good news. But honestly, I really implore everyone to try and find this video. I will do some digging and try and find it and put it in the description of this episode.
Yeah.
Because he lit up when talking about God.
It is fascinating. Oh, mate. It is fun. Good for him. I'm absolutely, it reminds me of, there's members of my family they love their Jesus. And, and I would say, am I the best one in the world? Indifferent. And my nephew sent me a Bible recently, and he texted me yesterday asking me if I'd read it yet. I was like,
The Gideon? Was it the Gideon? It's the only Bible I know.
No, it's the Godian. No, it's the King James, mate, classic King James standard. But I was going to say, I'm interested in this idea of golfers who have huge formed lives elsewhere outside of golf. So talking about Victor Hovland, he's gone walking. It's like seeing your geography teacher in a supermarket.
Yes.
What are you doing? Choosing food. You're a geography teacher. And so when you hear, we all know Tiger Woods had other interests at one stage, and we'll leave that there. But it's just so like, okay. And Scotty with God. And I wonder if off the top of our heads, if there are others that spring to mind. And I think a lot of them love their fishing. There was a stage when...
Cam Smith. I think Dustin Johnson as well loves his fishing.
Well, Cam Smith's a good example because Cam Smith has, in a slightly, I would say, more secular way, gone about golf, and instead of sort of saying, as Scotty has, like, I don't see the purpose of it. Cam Smith has just gone, I'm going back to Australia to hang with my mates and enjoy my mullet. Fair play.
I wonder if I would do the same. If I was given all this money, I'd won the Open.
Yeah.
So I've done the thing. I've proved I'm good. I've won a major.
Yeah.
Up there with old Greg Norman as Australia's greatest golfer.
Yeah, he is. Very much so.
So I'm now done that. I've got a bucket load of money from Liv. I think it was mad, like 150 million. He waited out until he'd won the major. Yeah. I don't know if I would have the passion and the grind anymore to get up and do it.
Let me ask you this: if if this podcast was bought by like Liv, the good guys, we love Liv. So hello to you if you're listening and you're shopping around for a podcast arm. We would love to come and spread the good word, go door to door, and I'd choose a couple who don't believe in Liv, and I'd explain.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. Say they'd given us £1 million and said, you don't need to do the pod anymore. We're just going to play out the old ones. Would we still do it?
Oh, now.
Hey, whoa, hang on. This is taking you far too long. I was really expecting you to go, yeah, of course.
I actually genuinely think I would. I don't think I'd do 2 a week.
I wouldn't be sitting here at 7 in the morning. Yeah.
I think I'd do 1 a week because I really enjoy doing this. But would I, as you say, what's made this podcast successful or what makes golfers successful isn't the once a week, let's give it a go. It's the getting up at 6:30 in the morning to do a load of social media and film 2 episodes and all this sort of stuff. Yeah. Would I still do that? No. And I think.
So would you lose your edge? So would we? So would some young
I'd lose my
bucks
podcast
come
edge.
through? Yeah. Yes, there's a podcast called Golf is Annoying Me, and it would suddenly be the UK's second biggest golf pod, and we'd go, well, I've paid off my mortgage, and it
doesn't matter.
I've got a lot of clubs. I think that's really sad.
Off to Barbados again.
I just don't think you just don't know until it happens, and it will do, obviously. I would love this to be like our full-time thing, but even if money wasn't an issue, I think I'd still do it all the time because I feel, much like Scotty, so compelled to spread the bad word of golf. And so instead of saying, have you heard the good news? What we do every episode here is say, have you heard the bad news?
Have you heard about it? I've got some awful.
Got some dismal news for you. Chipping's really hard. Welcome along. Yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah. But it's really interesting because I've never actually stopped and thought about it that way. As what would I do if I was given an absolute boatload of money? Would I still continue to grind? If I was a golfer, would I still continue to grind?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know.
But they've all got boatloads of money. They've all, not all, obviously, but the people we tend to watch on telly, you look at their earnings this year, 150 at minimum, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes,
maximum
but look
30
at the
or 40
life,
million.
Tom. Like the lifestyle of these guys is insane.
Choose it all up.
Like,
Yeah,
you can't. I can't believe it. Like looking at the, I'm getting served all the content from all the golfing wives now. Matt Fitzpatrick's wife has really been a gateway drug to other golfers' wives. So
can we do a golfer's wife special? Can we do that?
I'd love that. Get him on. Sahith Theegala's wife. I now follow her. She's really good. What's his face? The guy with all the kids. Come on.
Tony Finau. She's great.
Finau's wife.
Finau.
She's really great. But it was fascinating the other day to see. This was mad. Bryson, Scheffler, and one other golfer. Who was it?
Leave a pause there.
Scheffler, Bryson.
Right.
I can't remember who the other golfer was.
Fine. Okay. Let's make one up.
All shared a private jet back to America.
Oh.
Right. So that's sort of fine when you're in the Bryson world and the Scheffler world. They earn millions of pounds. Then I also saw a video of Sahith Theegala sharing a private jet with what's his face with all the kids and
Tony Finau. Right. Yeah.
Tony Finau. Right. And that's going to cost a private jet to America from Ireland is going to cost so much money. So yes, they make a lot of money, but they would be burning through cash to keep this lifestyle going.
Have they not heard of EasyJet? Is the question. Because you'd save a fortune, guys. Really. And you should be putting more away for your pension.
Watching this video, Sahith Theegala, I don't know whether 3M, so they were going to a place in America where the 3M competition is.
Oh, that's next up.
This week.
God, it's endless.
Yeah, so obviously, whether to listen to this will already have happened.
Yeah.
I think that the PGA Tour or the sponsor put the private jet on for them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because Sahith Theegala was like, he didn't make the cut, right? So the video went out on Friday. He was like, so what happens if you don't make a cut? And his wife's like, well, normally we'd go home, but there's been a jet chartered for us, so we've got to stay until Sunday night. So Sahith Theegala stays till Sunday night to get on this private jet. Because it's a private jet, it can't actually get all the way to where they're going. So they do 4 hours up to like Canada, land, refuel, all wake up in the middle of the night, get up again, and continue on to America. I did genuinely think, guys, BA would be better.
Seriously, honestly, you could probably even go business. You really could with those budgets.
Go business and go on Friday if you miss the cut.
Talking of big budgets, we need to stop off for some products so we can earn a huge amount of money. And also, you need to stick around because we're going to do Email Corner. Someone's going to win £50 to spend at Golf Bidder. Don't go anywhere.
Right, welcome back to Golf is Ruining My Life. Considering, Tom, we started the podcast this morning quite tired going, I don't know where today's going to go. It's another jam-packed one. It really is.
It's very, very busy. We haven't even gone to our notes yet because we haven't made notes. But we're going to go to our emails now. Hello to the wonderful, wonderfully named Howell Chaplin. Howell, a wonderful Welsh name. I recommend
hello, Howell.
Oh, Howell. Well, it's quite interesting. He says, why the F? I think it's flip, isn't it? Is that flip? Yeah.
Yes, why the flipping heck?
Why the flip? Why the fudge? Is Rory McIlroy so grumpy? Sat here watching Rory walk up the 18th fairway in his home country and looking like he's forcing a smile. His grumpiness isn't anything new since he won the Masters, but it's really starting to grate on me. I really disagree with this. I've always been a Rory fan since I watched him as a 14-year-old at the Celtic Manor in 2010. He was so generous with his time, signing my book and having a brief conversation with me before moving on. However, as I watched him walk, it's very cool. As I watched him walk up, I was there, by the way, Howell, at the Celtic Manor in 2010. I was there the day it was cancelled because of the rain. So I hope you had a nice time, Howell. It's good to know that you enjoyed yourself.
Oh dear. What is it with Celtic Manor? You getting rained off there and me basically getting rained off there when I went. It's Wales.
Absolutely. It's welcome to Newport. As I watch him walk up the putting surface from my sofa, I can't help but think he's lost his roots a bit. He's surrounded by adoring fans from his home country who have turned out to cheer him on. Yes, he's been beat, but he has been beat by a thoroughly wonderful golfer who has played an exceptional tournament. It isn't as if Rory had blown a lead. Scottie was just too good. Does Rory need to remember that just because he has the Grand Slam, he isn't entitled to play well? Does he need to have more appreciation for the opportunities that come his way?
Interesting. This is such an interesting one.
I disagree with almost every word you've said, Hal, but thanks for coming.
I know you disagree, Tom, but I think a lot of people, including Rory, including most commentators, would say that since the Masters, he became a bit weird. And
why?
I think he's even admitted it in a presser. He said that he lost focus. He said it. He said that he lost after the Masters. He lost focus, and there was moments when it's all the stuff of him not doing the presses in the week after because it all started to go a bit wrong, right?
He does do that. He's always done that. He's always missed presses and sulked off.
It's definitely true that since the Masters, he's gone off the boil a little bit, and he has admitted that. However, I do think he was a bit more back to himself at Portrush, so I don't really agree with that logic.
And I think what you've done there, Howell, is you said, he looks like he's forcing a smile. Maybe he's just smiling, mate. Maybe that is his smile, and that's your interpretation. This is a very sort of, it's that thing of looking at someone and going, I just don't believe them. And it's like, okay, you don't like them, you've gone off them, that's fine. But the evidence... The actual empirical evidence of what he's done differently, there's nothing there. This is all your interpretation. This is purely subjective, as is what I'm saying. But there isn't enough evidence that he's gone.
His own countryman.
There isn't enough evidence that there's like he's stropping around. Is he throwing clubs and stuff like that? Is he refusing to talk to people? No. Did he do an interview where he said it was really special and incredible to play at Portrush? Yes, he did. Absolutely. I just don't buy it. And he said I've lost focus. He's just talking about golf stuff. Rory reminds me really strongly of when Andy Murray was younger, and a lot of people put this sort of chip on his shoulder, Scottish personality on him, which was an entirely fictitious personality. It really wasn't what he was. He was just quite dour. And as we've got to know Andy Murray over the years, everyone loves him. Faldo used to have the same thing. People used to say about Faldo, he's boring. And as you now know, Faldo is brilliant and entertaining.
Not boring. Yeah, he's not boring at all.
And I think exactly. I think it's the same with Rory. I think there's not much there for us to pick apart, so we pick apart the tiniest things. I think he's just doing his thing. I think he really is. He won the Masters. He's had a good year. End of.
Yeah. And he gave us the Masters moment, and looking at what that meant to him compared to what Scottie felt when winning the Claret Jug, give me the Rory moment every single time. I do think I don't agree with what Howell's saying, but I don't not see where it comes from. I think since he won the Masters, there was a moment where he stopped doing the presses and it all went a bit weird for a moment. But he does feel really back in it now. And give me a Rory win over a Scottie win every single time. Like, I do, just to go on to the Scottie thing for a minute, I do worry about the future of golf and the future of the majors over the next few years. If Scottie keeps winning and doesn't give it anything,
I know what you mean.
It's really hard to watch. Like, there was moments when they were talking to Scottie afterwards being like, you're going to go to the harbour bar and drink from the Claret Jug. And everyone's just like, well, no, obviously he's not going to, you can't make that him. And in the same way, Howell, you can't make Rory what you want of Rory.
Yeah.
You can't make Scottie what you want of Scottie. They are the winners that they are.
I think when you've got a champion, it reminds me of Federer as well in tennis, and when Sampras used to win all the time in tennis back in the day. You project a boredom thing onto this. When City were winning everything, you forget just how good they are and how what they're doing on the field of play is electric. And you look at the presses and the interviews and think, they're really dull. And it's like, yeah, because to be that good at that sport, you have to be quite dull, and you have to be very single-minded and focused. And you know what? If Rory is a bit chippy, that's how you get good. It's the same with Andy Murray. If you're the nice guy, you're Tim Henman, and you're never really going to win big. If you are a bit flinty and not very nice, that's how you win at an individual sport. So stop looking to these people thinking they're going to host the one show and enjoy what sport achievement they're doing. And if you look at what sport achievement Rory's doing, it's amazing. Hey, welcome back. It's the one show with Alex Jones and Rory McIlroy.
I'd watch it. I would watch it. Okay, on to the next one from Cammy. Again, great name. Thanks, Cammy. Yeah. Hi there, Tom and Tom. 2 weeks ago, I was playing in my club's handicap club championship for the first time with the handicap of 16.
Nice.
In the first of two qualifying rounds leading up to, I shot a 97 in the medal the week before, so you can imagine my confidence going into the round was sky high. Yes, I've done 97 in the medal this year. Even with shooting a 97 the week before the championship, my handicap still stayed the same and never went up. So at the start of the tournament, I was playing off of 16. Very good, Cammy. The round started with a birdie. Most people would think it's a good start. However, for me, I thought it can only get worse from here.
Cammy.
It's an ideal
one
mindset.
Of us, mate. One of us. If I get a double bogey, I'm high as a kite. Couldn't be happier. Cammy, I'm exactly the same.
I then bogeyed the next 3 holes and then double bogeyed. However, after this, I proceeded to par the next 3 and birdie the 9. I knew I was on for a decent enough score, so I decided not to count my score at the turn.
Clever.
It is clever. I genuinely believe that it's clever.
Can I just pause there? That is a clever tactic. I think we need to start a new movement in golf, which we're going to call the Cammy movement, which is don't count your score at the turn. That's huge. I love that.
I've started doing something in medal as well, which I think is great for mindset. Similar to this is, I don't know if we mentioned this on the show before, I now always keep a Stableford score, even if it's medal. Even if I'm just doing a stroke score, just because it's great for your own mindset to know.
And then when you blow up, chill out.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I decided not to count my score at the turn. I then went on to bogey the 10th and the 16th hole on the back 9 and par the rest, shooting a gross 75 and a net 59.
Flipping heck.
Putting me 10 under my handicap and with a 5-shot lead.
Yeah.
I woke up the next morning to my handicap being cut down from 16 to 11.3.
That's a huge cut. But that is correct. If you can shoot 75 and you're off 16, it's time to have a good hard look at your handicap.
I then played the second qualifier last Sunday and shot a gross 73 and a net 71, which Excellent. In the rain was enough for me to keep the lead and qualify for the last 32 and also cut me to a further 10.7. Let's hope I don't F it up as usual and play some good golf and boring golf. Love the podcast, keep up the good work and the bad golf. Very nice. I mean, a 16 handicap going and shooting a 75 and an 83 is really good golf.
Yeah. That's really, really good. And also, I'm appreciative, Cammy, of your acceptance of the handicap cut. Because some people would say, oh, then it got cut, and that would be a source of complaint. Like, you've had a, it's been slashed. I'm going to use the S word there. It's been slashed. And that's something you should just be deeply proud of. I think that's absolutely outstanding. But to do that as well, Cammy, when you're doing proper medal, it's a proper tournament like that, is unheard of. I talk about this all the time. Whenever it's club champs at our place, the only sound you hear across the course, and it's all the single figure guys who go out, is the scream of 4. Like, it's unreal. Everybody blows up. If you know, all these guys who are off 2, 3, 4, they're all shooting 12 over par when it's club champs day. It's astonishing how disastrous a heavyweight tournament or a border is to people's golf.
Have you ever done club champs, Tom?
I mean, yeah.
You played in it. Is it your place? Is it just scratch golf, go out there, 2 rounds?
Yeah, they do a thing over the weekend. I think they do, I can't remember the formats. There's different ones. There's one thing where everyone plays and then you get divided into 2 and you get like a shield tournament and then like the main tournament, the captains, I think that is. And that's the one I got to semi-finals of last year. But then there's another one, which is the club champs, where everyone goes out and the top 12 players then go into match play.
Okay, yes. Same as my place. Place.
And I've done both those.
Do you want to do another email? Do we have time?
I think we've got time.
Well, it's either Howell or Cammy. Well, considering you can't stand Howell, I imagine it's probably going to be Cammy. We're joking, Howell. We love you. Of course we do.
Howell.
I actually don't disagree with you as much as Price does, but that's because he's a Rory fanboy. So don't annoy them.
I've even got a dog head cover. Did you see there was a lot of attention on Rory's dog head cover this week?
Yeah, he said he's had it since he's had it since being 16 or whatever. And they were like, what, this one? He was like, no, I've replaced it, but it's always been a dog head cover.
Yeah, previous dog head covers have gone to live on a farm, but this is the one he's got for now.
Yeah, out to pasture.
Exactly. Listen, let's give the £50 to spend at golf bidder to Cammy. Cammy's absolutely nailed that. He's playing beautifully. Yeah. Cammy, I really want to know how you have got on, because you've left us there with a bit of a cliffhanger in terms of what happens next. So Cammy, drop us an email. The Toms at Golf is Ruining My Life. Let us know if you have won this thing or not.
Can I ask a quick question on Cammy's handicap as well, by the way? Going from 16 to 11.3 or whatever the numbers
10.7 now, yeah.
Do you think that is a cut above and beyond what MyEG would have given him? Do you think there's a handicap sort of decision been made there by someone within the golf club? Because that seems very big for like a automatic cut.
Yeah, the handicap committee will do that. I've known stories about people who are off, silly high handicaps, and then they won competitions, and the handicap committee meet and slash someone's handicap. Yeah, it's one of those. A person has got involved there. I think if it was just computerized, but then it depends how the field has done. If he shot 4 over and like 12 shots under his handicap, and most people are shooting roughly their handicap, he'll be it will be a bigger cut because his strokes gained on the field are better.
Yeah,
So
he's better than,
for me,
better
that
than
is
everyone else, yeah.
that screams of a handicap committee meeting. And you know what? Fine, do it and enjoy having nearly a single figure handicap. And then if you feel like that's not me, over winter and as you keep playing, it'll go back up again. That's fine.
But also, it will go up really quick. I think this is the thing, is no matter what side of the coin you're on, you've got a low handicap you can't play to, well, guess what? You get to say you play off a low handicap, so enjoy that.
Exactly.
On the other side of the coin, you got a handicap you're not proud of, well, guess what? You got loads of shots. There's chances are you're going to go and win something here. So there's positives sort of either side of this.
Enjoy both. It is possible to enjoy golf, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this podcast. That's us done for today. Thank you for listening. As ever, don't forget, drop us one of the emails, the toms@golfersruiningmylife.co.uk. How is your season going? We're nearly at that stage, I guess, Tom, where we start to say, how has your season gone? Which is an unbelievable thought.
I think we'll talk a lot about that in the next episode because I was in the shower this morning thinking, do you remember at the start of the season, I think I said I'd play off 8 by the end of the season.
You
know what? We'll come back to that next week, shall we?
Yeah, maybe. I'll get down to 8 by then. All right, see you soon.